up from the foam pad that we had before. So, like, it's good. It's good for It's good for like somebody at beginner learning like us. So let's see. Last time we did groups A through E, and groups J and K have been done. Has anything else been done? Nope, just those. So let's try and get started. Let's see. Groups E, so Group F was casted. So here we have Mean Seeds versus Sakonako. So let's get started. Rawr. Okay, so this is the only replay that we have from Group G, in this group, and we have a ZVZ between Mean Seeds and Sakonako. So we have Sakonako, we have Sakonako spawning as the orange Zerg in the bottom left, and we have Mean Seeds spawning as the peach Zerg in the top right, pink Zerg, white Zerg. We don't quite know what this color is. At some point we should study all the colors. So this looks like New Empire of the Sun. No, this is Sylphid. This is Sylphid, so you see him right here. Mean Seeds is sending the Overlord towards the natural, which is a standard scouting's direction. And then Sakonako and the Mean Seeds is sending it in the reverse direction, which is an uncommon decision. And they are going to meet. ZVZ is non-stop action. So Mean Seeds is going for a 9-pull. Very, very aggressive. We have matching 9-pulls. We have matching 9-pulls. So, both of these players are going for highly aggressive opening. Mean Seeds is going for 9-pull speed. So this is going to be incredibly, incredibly aggressive. Sakonako with a slightly slower extractor, but they have basically matching spawning wall timings. You're right, it could just be fast tech. So Mean Seeds is definitely going for fast tech. So what we're going to be watching for here is, does the first 100 gas go into lair or Zergling speed? Zergling speed will hit a power spike earlier, but going for lair first will hit a power spike with earlier metas. So that's what we're watching for from both of these players. And it looks like Mean Seeds is going for Zergling speed first. So Mean Seeds is going to be super, super aggressive. Because the Overlord's passed, they know exactly where each other are. And the next question is, Sakonako also going for Zergling speed first. So they both have the same number of drones. Sakonako has an extra pair of Zerglings. So let's see how this engagement goes. This could this is the same number of Zerglings for both players, and Sakonako gets some early hits off. And Sakonako does have the extra pair of Zerglings. So right now we're expecting both of these players to just make non-stop Zerglings. It looks like Sakonako is getting the better engagement. Zergling speed almost done for Mean Seeds. So Mean Seeds is gonna have a little bit of time where Mean Seeds can choose the engagements. Zergling speed is done. Let's see if Mean Seeds can get a good engagement. So 8 Zerglings for Mean Seeds, 9 for Sakonako. And the lair timings are not going to make a difference. Mean Seeds is going to get a slightly earlier lair, which means that Mean Seeds would have an option to just make Mass Scourge. So Sakonako does have an extra drone. Sakonako went for the extra drone before gas, so... Nope. They're both at 8 drones now. We're sorry. That was our mistake. that extra drone had gone to the spire. So same supply, same number of drones. Everything is perfectly mirrored. The only difference is it means he has a slight gas advantage. This control is so hard. It looks like Mean Seeds has just run away with this. Mean Seeds has completely run away with this. So Mean Seeds has a real opening now where Mean Seeds can just... Ooh. We're 3 against 2 now. 4 against 3. Every drone matters so much right now. 2. 3. 3. So Conoco is way behind economically at this point. So Conoco's down 3 drones. Mean Seeds has 60% more drones. Let's see what Conoco opts to do to try and get back into this. The Zerglings are headed across the map. There's 8 Zerglings there against 6. Let's see how the choke holds. That is 6 against 5. 6 against 5. 4 against 4. So Mean Seeds is going to hold this. And Mean Seeds has 2 meters popping. So Conoco also has 2 meters popping. It looks like this is Mean Seeds' game to lose. Those drone pickoffs did so much. So we're going to be watching to see if Conoco is making Scourge. Conoco is not making any more drones. So let's see how the Scourge micro is from Mean Seeds. Meter versus Scourge micro. 2 versus 2 so far. And the Muta, Scourge pop, and another Muta. So it's 3 against 1 right now. 3 against 2. So Conoco does have some Scourge. But right now, Mean Seeds is just running away with this game. So Conoco has not made any more drones. So Conoco has. This is Conoco's last army. Conoco has to make something happen right now with all these Scourge. And so Conoco does manage to take out all the Mutas. But there's just more Scourge popping, and there's going to be another Muta popping. So Conoco has made 3 more drones back at home. It looks like Mean Seeds is going to be able to just take out these Overlords. And Mean Seeds has a bunch of extra gas, so it's just going to be able to pop a ton of Scourge right now. Mean Seeds has a pretty significant advantage right now. Let's see how Mean Seeds managed to close this off. So Conoco could get supply blocked very quickly. One Zergling hitting across the map. So Mean Seeds sees everything. Both of them see everything. And the Overlord is saved. Let's see how the Meter versus Scourge micro is. Meter versus Scourge micro is incredibly difficult, so it does not surprise us that both of them are having trouble with it. Every drone kill matters a huge amount right now. That is 1 drone dead. Muta gets popped, but there's another Muta already here. These drones are just gonna get... Yeah, these drones are just getting massacred right now. GG. GG to Mean Seeds. Very nicely done. Yep, so that is definitely a lesson on how much the earlier gas helps. But more than that, we think it was the 3 drones that were killed. Very well played, Mean Seeds. We don't want to be spoiled, but does anybody know who advanced from Group G? So that was Group G. Group H is our group, so we're not going to cast those. No, Mean Seed's gas time was definitely a bit earlier. Yeah, from Group G. Let's see. So we have Group I to cast. Groups J and K have been cast. And we have Group L. Is that really it? Yeah, so we did through Groups E. Group F was cast earlier. We did Group G. Group H is our group. Groups J and K have been cast. Yeah, so I guess we have Groups I and L. Time for some ILs. Like, we're totally down to cast our own games, but we're not sure that that's really what they want you to do. Yeah, it was the gas timings were pretty close. Not when we're casting. We would not trash our own gameplay when we're casting. We're able to remove ourselves from enough to not trash our gameplay constantly while we're casting. Anyway, so here we are. This is group Mean Seeds advances and Pork Raven advance. So Mean Seeds did advance. Very nicely done, Mean Seeds and Pork Raven. So we have another Zerg versus Zerg and Selfid. We have Camo Daz as the purple Zerg in the bottom left. And we have Balance as the much less impressive color in the bottom right. And so let's go. So this time you can see that the typical Zerg build is to ZVZ thing is to send your overlord towards the other player's natural. That serves two purposes. One, you can see as soon as possible if they are building another hatchery in a second base, and two, your overlord will be about here when Zerglings are popping from 9-pole. So you can see those Zerglings coming. So Balance is sending them directly there. So Camo has gone for an extractor trick to try and sneak out a 10th drone. That's not something that we usually see, but all builds are viable at the RSL level. So Camo is sending the overlord towards Balance's main rather than the natural. Oh wow, this is a 10-pole. Okay. So we actually saw a very similar build, but from Slowzerg, we believe it was. It was a 10-pole into a very heavily Zergling aggression, into spores, into Hydras, which is a really interesting build, and it's awesome to see players doing that. Over here we have Balance, who's going for a 9-pole directly into gas. So we'll get to see right now, where does Balance spend the next 100 gas on? So this is a great build by Camo. If Camo had gone for a 12 hatch, this would be much harder to defend. But because Camo went for the unusual 10 hatch, Camo's gonna have the second hatch up much earlier, and has a better chance of defending. So the first 100 gas has gone into the lair. It has gone into the lair. Ten hatch is dangerous if Balance goes into speed into lair. Yeah, so let's see how Camo manages to defend this. Camo has a much better chance of defending this than... Well, here's the drone pull. The Zerglings are going to be finished. This is going to be 6 Zerglings versus 6 Zerglings. It looks like the Zerglings were rallied. And Camo Zerglings are just not attacking, which is really unfortunate. So Camo is not mining right now, so this is a massive win for balance. And while all of this is happening, the layer is morphing. So there's 9 drones for balance, so balance is ahead in drones now. Let's see. So Camo is not mining, so it doesn't really have anything else coming. So this is a massive, massive advantage for balance right now. Balance has another 8 Zerglings on the way. And we're not sure that Camo is gonna have anything to defend with. So, and these are speed Zerglings now. These are speed Zerglings. And Camo just starting fast, so if balance can control this well, balance can just end the game right now. Balance opting to trying to kill the natural hatchery. Balance is going to be down in Zerglings soon, because Camo has the extra hatch. So let's see how many drones Balance can get here. This lost mining time is huge. Camo does not have one drone down. One drone down. So Balance is now up 2 drones, and the fire is just about finished. Camo is down to 5 drones, and does not have any minerals to make any spores right now. Made another drone. So Camo is going for a counterattack. We really, really like this. When you're this far behind, you kind of have to go for an attack and just see what happens. Unfortunately, mutas are on the way, and there's there's a creep colony just going down. No Evo chamber in sight, so yeah. We think at this point Balance will be able to just send the mutas across the map and win. Unfortunately, Camo's going to be down to 4 drones with that. Yep. So we're expecting a GG as soon as the mutas start hitting the drones, because the spore is not going to be in time there. And I think Camo is going to go for a counterattack with this. So let's see if Camo can get anything done. This is Camo's one timing to do something. Unfortunately, the Zerglings are not going in, so GG. Very, very well played Balance. Very well played Balance. Got an early advantage and just dove for it. So next we have Camo versus Camo versus Jarcino. Names are really hard, and we have more Sylphid. So we actually saw Slowzerg do their own weird opening earlier with a huge amount of success. Thank you for the follow, State Zero, and earlier, and Nightquillix. Very, very much appreciated. So here you have Camo Daz as a purple Zerg at 12 o'clock, and we have Durinko as the yellow Protoss in the bottom right. So this is not Zerg versus Zerg, it has so much more potential to go into a macro game. So let's see what builds they go for. Super standard, the most standard builds, it would be Overpull for Camo, and Forge Nexus Cannon for Jarcino. So Jarcino is gonna go for early expansion, very standard, and it's putting the pylon there to build a wall in right here. We have an Overlord making, so this is either an Overpull, 12 full, or 12 hatch. Oh, an overpull is the most standard here. So we'll see. Yep, this is an overpull. Completely standard by both players. This is a very early scout by Jarcino. It'll lose a little bit of mining time, but Jarcino will know exactly what's going on. So right now, the next question is how many Zerglings is Camo going to make? And Camo is sending a signal with this drone production that Camo is probably going to make about 4 Zerglings, based on when Camo is starting to bank the larva. And here we have a Forge first. Nexus next would be super standard. And here we have 4 Zerglings as soon as the pole pops. Oh no! Only 2 Zerglings. So there's the hatchery. And Forge Nexus 1 cannon. Maybe 2 cannons. Not an early scout for a Forge opener? Okay. Guess we were wrong then. Our bad. Standard just got that earlier to see if you can cut corners and... just to see whether it's a 9-pull and to see if you need cannons before a Nexus. Yeah, there's so much in this game. From playing this game more and more, we're realizing that there's 100 ways to die. You can watch the pro games all day long, and they play standard against each other, but there's just so much weird stuff that... And one thing that we're learning is that the pros have 100 weird builds in their head and how to react to them. For example, what if Protoss decides to go Forge expansion against Terran? How do you kill that? And just so many builds like that. 4-lings versus 6-lings make a huge difference. So more drones popping out. We have Duranko taking the... Duranko's taking up now. 1 cannon. 1 cannon against 2 Zerglings. And both of these players are just powering up. Ooh, this is gonna be a 3-hatch Hydra. This is gonna be a 3-hatch Hydra. This is... Camo has signaled that Camo is going to try and bust the front. Yeah, very nicely done. It is not easy to keep a scout alive, so... Going for speed first, super standard. And the probe is probably going to dive into the natural right now to see what's there. So the most common version is 973. 9 drones here, 9 drones on there, minerals, 7 drones at the natural, and then 3 drones at the third. That is the most bog standard Hydro bust. A very economical Hydro bust. So there's 7. More drones are still making. And there's the Hydras. Hydra. So 2 drones there. Okay, so there's the 3rd drone there. And there's a bit more than 9, but very much so a Hydra. Yep, we're waiting to see Duranko dive into the natural, and unfortunately it just doesn't see it. Just doesn't see it. This Zealot is going to scout it though. This Zealot is going to scout it, so speed is done. Speed is done. Let's see more So we're expecting more cannon, 2 or 3 more cannons to go down immediately right now. To try and hold this. You know, Protoss has gone completely standard. Oh, Protoss has gone... Duranko has gone for a very early Citadel. There's the 2nd cannon. Range has not yet started. Oh wow, that was really close to just taking it. Just killing the first one. So there's a lot of Hydra streaming down here. The Corsair is heading out across the map. So one thing is that there's no Overlord with this. So a single Dark Templar could hold this. If Drenko can stay alive that long. Even the drone is coming out to fight now. That cannon's getting a lot of damage done. Way more than you'd expect it to be able to. That is a hero cannon right now. That cannon is a hero. That cannon is a real hero. See, is our Zealot legs coming? Is a Dark Templar coming? No Dark Templar. High Templar coming already. That was... Wish cannons did kill counters? That would be amazing. That would be amazing. So, Camo has still not started a lair. Camo is droning up, but Camo has not started a lair and has not started a 4th hatchery. But it is droning up, so it still has a large number of Hydras. That Corsair got 1 kill, and there's a 2nd Corsair made, but no more. So let's see if these Hydras can get anything done. There's the next hatchery. We're guessing that range is done by now. Yep, that is a very, yeah, that is really nice. Just to poke and see if you can kill them, and... One of the things that Zero is referencing is that Zero came out with 9734, 973 being the Hydra bust, and 4 being taking a 4th behind it, and then going for an all-in. Drenko is powering up amazingly behind this. 4th Corsair, 4 Corsairs, making a ton of Zealots and Templars. Storm is done. Storm will be done by the time that any Hydras can even touch there. 1 Storm ready. Zealot speed? Zealot speed halfway done. So this is actually a bit dangerous for these Zealots right now. These Zealots cannot fight Hydras. But every pickoff counts. These Zealots will get wrecked by Hydra Micro right now. So Drenko is going up to 4 hatches right now. No, 5 hatches. 5 hatches. Slow Zealots here. We're gonna keep an eye on Zealot speed. Those Hydras can very easily just repel them. And those Corsairs are running around just sniping Overlords all over. And that is Zealot speed done. So one of the most horrifying things is Zerg is just having Corsairs run around and continue to kill your army. And watching top tier Protosses, one of the most terrifying things is just how long they keep their Corsairs alive. There's going to be 3 Sunkens here, so this will hold. And they're going to catch the 4th. They're going to catch Drenko's attempt at a 3rd. It's a very nice pickoff, keeping Drenko at 2 bases. Nice hold. Very nice hold. The 2 Sunkens helping a lot. Camo Dessa's natural is pretty vulnerable right now. But Drenko is not there, so it doesn't really matter. Protest's +1 is just now starting. Ooh. Zerg is going to have a massive upgrade advantage. Zerg's gonna have 1-1 at just about the same time as Protoss finishes +1. And that's 5 Corsairs and continuing to produce. No air weapons. We believe that that's no Spire at all. There's no Spire at all for camo. Drinko very smartly scouting around the map just to scout for a 4th. One of the things that, especially at this level, it's incredibly useful to scout for a 4th. Because if they are taking a 4th, there's 2 ways to do it. One is with a nice timing attack. That will just kill them if they're taking a 4th. The other is to scout for it and prevent it from being taken. And there are lurkers. These lurkers are great. Think of the Fallout Cold War fates. Very much appreciated. So Drinko is going to have a nice... It's going to be lurker contained. Camo with a very nice lurker contained. Observatory just starting, so... Camo has complete map control right now with this contained. Now let's see if Camo uses it to take a 3rd. And overload speed. Overload speed is done very nice. So Camo is just continuing to pump out Hydras. Ooh, and this is 1-1. This is 1-1 right now. Very nice by Camo. Burrow research. That is interesting. Drinko, these zealots are getting so much value. These zealots just walking across the map. Like you can see right here. Between the zealots and the Corsairs, Drinko has full knowledge that Camo has not taken a 3rd gas, not taken a 4th. That is such valuable information. Even as Drinko is completely contained, Drinko is getting so much done on the map. The main is so open for drops. It is. So, Drinko is starting to mine out at their main. These zealots are doing so much, so much. The Corsairs might get sniped here. And these zealots are finally going to be taken out. And now Drinko's only units on the map are Corsairs. So, with Drinko about to mine out, at their main, this is on Drinko to make something happen. Very nice observer pick off. Does Drinko has 1 more. But that is a ton of gas that has to go into those observers. Every pickoff here is huge. Camo, this contained by Camo is amazing. Drinko is on a real timer to get something done right now. And there's another Archon. Oh, Drinko has a 5k mineral bank. So Drinko will be okay for a while. Drop. Oh, this is a really good drop. A lot of overlords being lost for it, but this is going to trade so efficiently. This is going to trade incredibly efficiently. Drinko has a massive mineral bank, but is mined out. And that gas is not going to mine out for a while. Could have dropped at the north and could have run in just to snipe all these probes. So it looks like Camo is going to be taking a 4th right now. And Drinko on a real timer right now. Drinko is going for a shuttle, so Drinko is going to try and get something out. Did that DT just walk through? There's no overlords here. There's no overlords here. The DT literally just walked out. 2-2 is not coming. Oh no, 2-2 just started. So let's see if this DT can get anything done. Okay, so Camo is double expanding behind this, which is awesome. Double expanding behind this is really awesome. We believe that's Templar energy? So, Drinko, even as Drinko is contained, Drinko is still very active on the map and watching all the expansions. To a much larger degree than Camo is. So this is one shuttle. We don't see another observer. Oh, there's another drop! There's another drop! There's another drop! Okay, storm there. That got a lot done. But even trades are great for Camo right now. With Drinko so contained. With Drinko so contained, even drops are. Like right now a lurker drop right here would do so much. And Drinko is going for it now. This is Drinko's one timing. And the observer is dead! The observer is dead! We aren't sure that Drinko has any more detection. That observer snipe might be the winning blow. You're right, there is a massive lack of gateways. So Camo is just trying to run in for the killing blow. And Camo is just baiting out attacks by Drinko. DC stopped it. Yes, that is great. One dead hatchery. So Drinko is busting out. Drinko is busting out. Very, very well done. And the observer is sniped, but the last lurker has gone down. So this is Drinko's timing. This is Drinko's timing. Drinko's just about mined out. Camo has a much smaller army, but has so many bases mining. This is all good. Can Drinko take a third behind this? Can Drinko take a third behind this? Okay, so no, there's 3 Sunkens here. Okay, Drinko very smartly not attacking into the Sunkens. Very, very smartly not attacking into the Sunkens. Unfortunately, the Zealots can get picked off. Drinko just has one storm here, one storm with the army. Let's see how good the storm is. This is close to Drinko's last army. Ooh, very, very nice storm dodge, and that is the last storm. Excellent pick off there. And Drinko is just about to mine out. There's the third. There's the third. There's the third. There's the third. So Drinko's entire game plan relies on being able to hold that third. Because Drinko's just mined out right now. Lurker drop? Hydra drop. 4 Hydras. So this is all up to whether Camo can scout this third. Drinko's basically Drinko's entire bank is being spent there. Is being spent on cannons there. Everyone's being transferred to Camo's 4th. So Camo is doing wonderfully on bases and macro. Oh, that is such a good storm. Those are such good storms. There's a prep for a lurker drop. So Drinko is completely mined out right now, so Drinko is not going to be able to transfer any probes. Drinko just spent their entire bank. Drinko just spent their entire bank, so can't make any probes. So it looks like unless Drinko can find a way to get some probes over there, either by making that, so... Yes, these gateways have queued up 2 zealots each, and there's no probes. So we think that is the game. This poor probe. Oh, there's the transfer. That is the bravest transfer we've ever seen. Wait, could Drinko break out here? That is 10 Templars. That Templar was unhappy with how many Templars there were and decided to fix that. So, 5 probes actually made it through there, so... Drinko has 5 probes mining right now. This geyser is mined out. But Drinko can make a ton more Templars right now. So let's see how Drinko decides to spin this. Oh! That is the storm that you want to see as a Protoss. Catches out 4 lurkers. No observer, so these zealots are going to melt. That was such a good storm. And you can just see Drinko's supply plummeting right now. Camo, for the first time in this game, Camo is now ahead in supply. Camo is now ahead in supply. Okay, so Camo has scouted this. Camo has an overlord up there, very nice. So you can see that Camo has started spreading overlords. Camo has the entire base surrounded with overlords, so it gets to see everything that comes out of Drinko's base. And has an overlord at every possible 3rd location. Or close to it. Drinko's still on 5 probes. I'm gonna try and Maynard the rest of the probes over. Let's see if any of these probes make it. These are the bravest probes in the game. This Dark Templar is so brilliant. This Dark Templar is going to buy so much time. Just watch how much damage this Dark Templar is going to get done. And there's so many cannons here that this can't do anything. And look, all the probes are actually making it. That Overlord did manage to kill that. So Drinko now has a fully saturated base. Drinko now has a fully saturated base and is making a nice counterattack. Storm. How is this storm going to be used? On Hydras or on drones? On Hydras. Such a good storm. So, Drinko is playing this fairly well right now. And Drinko is really fighting. This is 25 minutes into the game. This is a real brawl. Drinko has been constrained so much, and is continuing to fight back. This is the fighting spirit that this is like an amazing fighting spirit, and just continuing to push against all odds. The game is not lost until your opponent GG's. And you can see behind this, Camo is down to one mining mineral base. Camo's down to one mining mineral base. So Drinko's continuing to hold this base, and suddenly like imagine if Drinko managed to get a single DT over here. Drinko could stop Camo's mining entirely. Drinko could, with a single DT, Drinko could stop all mineral mining for Camo. That would give Drinko a solid chance. Drinko's gonna try to bust out again. That's another observer down, unfortunately. And there we go. GG. Really good game. We are super impressed by both of these players. We're super impressed by both. They put on a really good show. Super long game. Awesome game. So next we're going to jump into Balance versus Nice Pants. Another CVC. This time we're on Circuit Breakers. So a different map. 4-player map. So we have Balance as the magenta Zerg in the bottom right, and Nice Pants as the red Zerg in the top right. So this map uses symmetry, vertical symmetry this way, and horizontal symmetry. So symmetry gets across the X and Y axis, and the side effect of that is that naturals are here and here, which means that the fastest scout is to put your overlord vertically. So both of them are going to know exactly where each other is as soon as possible. And the overlords pass each other. So now we're watching to see what kind of pull timing they have. Last game Balance went for 9 pull speed. No, 9 pull there, what do we think? 9 pull there. So Nice Pants is saving for a pull. Well, Balance is actually, because we bet that it's because this is a 4-player map. It's harder to scout your opponent, so Balance is going to go for either 12 pull or 12 hatch against a 9 pull. 9 pull. Ooh, that is a 9 pull with an extractor trick. That means that that's a strong signal that Nice Pants is going to be going for a hatchery next. And we have a 12 pull extractor here. So this is a build order advantage from Balance. A 12 pull will get Zerglings out in time to defend against a 9 pull. So we wonder if Balance changed the decision to go from 12 hatch to 12 pull based on the overlord scouting, because that is definitely something which could have happened, or it could have been a planned 12 hatch or 12 pull. So 3 Zerglings coming out from Nice Pants. After the pull is done, we're expecting both players to pump out nothing but Zerglings. Unless there's static D made. See, what is that drone doing? Oh, is that a hatchery? That drone is going out for hatchery. So we have speed first. We have speed first from Balance. We don't know why, but our chat keeps disconnecting. So 9 drones versus 11 drones. No gas yet from Nice Pants, so that'll be really... Actually, what is Nice Pants planning on doing? Balance is looking around, trying to figure out why there's no gas yet. Is Nice Pants going to go for a 3rd hatchery? This is interesting. Meanwhile, Balance has already started their lair, so this is a Nice Pants to see what Nice Pants has 500 minerals banked, so, and is now taking their gas. So Nice Pants is gonna have to figure out a counter to these mutas, which typically means, that typically means building spores. Look at this. Look at this. This is so good. This is so good. This is to prevent any Zergling run-bys. This is such a good line of Zerglings. Such a good line of Zerglings. This is really, really good defensive play by Balance. And Balance sees that there's a second something going down. So Balance is not going to be playing. Is going to be playing the defensively there. And Balance's lair is done. So let's see the spire. There's the spire. There's the spire. And there's the Evo chamber. So, Nice Pants is going to be defending this with Scourge. Or, sorry, not with Scourge, with Spores. And there's the Spore Colony already started. This Overlord is going to try to take on the Spore Colony by itself. But isn't going to be super successful. Balance is moving away, so it might get away. We'll have to watch this as we watch the rest of the game develop. Balance is going for a third hatchery. That is nice, and the Overlord does get away. So against someone turtled this much, third hatchery is a great idea. So right now we'd expect Balance to be setting up for just... So Balance has two options here to either try and go for mass muta and get ahead mutas, or to just go for mass Zergling style. So Nice Pants has 500 gas right now, but we didn't see if Zergling speed already researched, but has not started a lair yet. So from what we've seen, so Balance has a massive advantage right now. Balance has an extra hatchery, is up 8 drone, has 50% more drones, and has a spire out. So it's gonna be one muta. Let's see if Balance goes for more mutas. Or if Balance just tries to dive Zerglings. Balance making a sunken. Ooh, Balance. Wow, that's just such a good reaction. Balance sees a move out, and immediately starts to sunken. Immediately starts to sunken. And there's gonna be the muta's not gonna do very much DPS, but the sunken will be done. The sunken will be done. And that should be enough to hold. And Balance will hold this very easily. And Nice Pants is throwing down in the third sunken. So there's no sunkens in the main. So we're going to see if Balance just runs past all of this. Just dives the main. Balance is making 7 mutas right now. That is going to be huge. And supply blocking Nice and taking out more Overlords. Let's see if this gets turned into a... Nice Pants is turtling a lot. Super solid decision that will keep Nice Pants in the game for longer. But because all this static D is being made... Yeah, we would say that as a whole, Balance's build has been much more optimized than Nice Pants. Very, very nice move. Balance is actually scouting for a third. Look at how many mutas this is. This is 11 mutas, so Tasteless Narcosis. We're discussing how many mutas it takes to kill a spore. Will 11 mutas take out 3 spores? Or 2 spores? And we believe that. We believe that 11 meters will take out 2 spores. Even if they're not microed. Probably even more so if they are microed. 2 more meters in the way. Oh. Balance. Balance making their own Evo chamber. Nice Pants is catching up on drone count. But it's so far behind a meter count. And Balance is gonna try and finish this off with Hive. Rather than just trying to... is gonna try and finish this off with Hive rather than just finishing out this off with meters. We believe that Balance can just take this if Balance just attacks right here. Balance is playing this nice and safe, taking a third. Balance is taking no chances right now. Someone tested and said there's 4. Is that with or without micro? There's another spore going down. Balance is at 30 drones right now. It looks like the pool is just gonna be picked off. There's a ton of drones just wandering across the map. Nice Pants Balance is complete map control. It looks like is going to go for these. It looks like this could be the killing blow. That is a lot of spores with the natural. And Balance is not overcommitting. Balance is just taking it nice and slow. Just gonna use these meters to pop these lings. Let's see how Balance's micro is, because these lings could actually get in and do quite a bit of damage. Are these slow zerglings? Wait, somebody correct us, but are these still slow zerglings? These look like slow zerglings. But we might be wrong. No, those are definitely slow zerglings. So Hive is done. Let's see whether Defiler or Greater Spire comes out. You know what would be really interesting? If Balance made a Guardian to snipe these spores. +1 armor. So our understanding is that +1 attack is more common when fighting spores. But +1 armor is great for fighting more mutas. So Nice Pants still in the game, but at half the supply. A ton of Zerglings streaming to the bottom left. Oh, it looks like Nice Pants is actually sent meters across the map to try and counter. And a drone was killed. And the Greater Spire has started. And Nice Pants is aware of this. And Nice Pants just having to continue to pour minerals into spores. Nice Pants could make a ton of Scourge right now with this gas bank. This is an awesome late game ZVT. This is an awesome late game ZVT. 3 more meters countering. Managed to kill a few drones, but meters are gonna die. And that means that Nice Balance is continuing to build up bigger and bigger meter lead. Balance could definitely take these 3 spores right now. Very, very nice try by Nice Pants, trying to just get something done. Managed to get another drone. And the Scourge are popping and doing a lot of damage. There we go. There we go. Nice Pants' gas bank is starting to be spent. So there's 2 drones mining from gas there. There's 2 drones mining from gas there, so... And no drones, 1 drone mining from gas there. So right now right now, Nice Pants actually has more gas mining than Balance. Yeah, Nice Pants actually has more gas mining than Balance right at this instant. Those Zerglings are great. As soon if the mutas show themselves across the map, then the Zerglings can just run in, because there's only 3 Sunkens there's 3 Sunkens there and 1 Sunken there. If the Zerglings just run right past the Sunkens, they can just snipe the Sunken and then start killing the spores and drones. Nice Pants continuing to move out of the map and to get some harass done. Nice Pants is really, really trying. Yeah, so Nice Pants continues to have more gas mining than Balance. And this, so many drones are going to go down here. Wow, that was such a fast reaction time by Balance. That's such a fast reaction time. Such a fast reaction time. And these, let's see if these mutas can manage to get away. Oh, there's the Devourers. There's the Devourers. And Balance is even upgrading ground carapace. We saw something morphing there and we're excited that there's going to be second Greater Spire. So there's no drones mining gas there. So right now, Balance has 2 drones mining gas in the entire map. That if Nice Pants has anything to come back in this game, that is going to be it. That would be it. It's so unlikely. But Nice Pants is getting some chances to come back. These mutas are so good. They're just gonna hit here again. The spores are gonna buy a ton of time for the mutas to get there. So let's see if Nice Pants decides to attack the drones or attack the spores, or just run away. Very reasonable decision. So, if we're getting this far behind, Nice Pants is making really good decisions, and Balance is finally going to go for it. And this should just crush by Nice Pants, and this should be the game. Really cool that we get to see such a long ZVZ. A rare treat. And there's the GG. So we have one more game from Group I. And that is Camo versus Nice Pants. So it looks like we have another ZVZ and Circuit Breakers. So both of these players lost to Balance, so we're hoping for a really good and awesome game. So you have Nice Pants as the gray Zerg on the bottom right, and Camo as the purple Zerg in the top right. Both of them are scouting with their overlords with the so-called correct direction. You're going to both see their opponents very early. And now we get to see whether they go for 9 pulls. 9 pull, 12 hatch, or 12 pull. Most common build. Last game, Camo did go for a 10 hatch. So let's see if Camo just continues going for 10 hatch. So Camo want to signal a 10 hatch. Extractor tricking would be done right about now. And here we have it. This is probably another 10 hatch from Camo. So Camo, completely unafraid to play their own ZVZ style. And we have a 9 pull by Nice Pants. So this is the exact same style. This is the exact same thing which happened from Balance against Nice Pants. get balance against Camo on Sylphid. Ooh. So there's some divergence from the last game. Nice Pants with that extractor trick is signaling that Nice Pants intends to make a hatchery next. So both of these players are playing the exact same builds that they did in their respective games. So Camo's pull is a little bit later, but Camo should have Zerglings out in time. And Camo will have the earlier gas. Camo will have the earlier gas. Camo will have the earlier hatchery. Camo's build has worked out wonderfully. These six initial Zerglings are going to be the only time in the game where Nice Pants has an advantage in the early game. So these six Zerglings are Nice Pants' chance to do something, get something done. Nice Pants' Camo's natural hatchery has finished. So these Zerglings are going to be out just in time. The Zerglings are not going to attack the natural hatchery. Let's see how many drones. One. Just one. Very, very nice defense by Camo. Very, very nice defense. So Camo is going for Zergling speed and then pulling off gas. Two more drones down. So Camo has pulled off gas. Let's see if Camo goes and makes more drones. Or goes for a counterattack. Camo will have a larva advantage for a while. And Nice Pants is droning up behind this. If Camo attacks right now, Camo will be in a good spot. Camo continuing to pump lings. And Nice Pants making a sunken. So Camo is aiming for a timing where Zergling speed is just finished. Nice Pants going for a double sunken. This is really smart for Nice Pants, especially with Camo not mining gas. All Nice Pants has to do is defend. All Nice Pants has to do is defend against these Zerglings. Ooh, attacking the sunken. It looks like Nice Pants will defend here. Nice Pants will defend here. And the only thing Camo has going for them is that Camo has link speed. And Camo will not be able to touch the main because there's a sunken there. So Camo will be able to prevent the natural from dying and has a bunch more Zerglings. So at this point Camo is incredibly all in with these few drones. These Zerglings are going to be Camo's entire army. So can Camo get enough done? There's one sunken at the main, so Camo might actually be able to just kill everything right here. Ooh, unfortunately a drone popping out. Only 3 Zerglings left, so... And more Zerglings popping for Nice Pants. Every Zergling counts in these fights. Every Zergling counts. No more sunken in the main. This is really, really, really close. We have no idea if Camo is going to be able to pull this off. And there's more Zerglings. Let's see how Camo manages to control the speed lanes. Nice engagements. Yeah, we think Camo... Oh, So Camo is actually almost up in drones now because Nice Pants has had to make so many Sunkens. There's another Sunken creep colony going down, so yeah, we think Camo has done it. We think Camo has done it. We think Camo has just done it. It's 5 drones against... Unfortunately, Camo doesn't have scouting information on that, but Camo is going to be able to take this. Camo is going to be able to take this hatchery. No problem. We think Camo has done it. Wow. 6 drone mass Zergling is doing it. 6 drone mass Zergling is doing it. And as soon as Camo sees that there's no gas, Camo knows that Camo does not need to attack. All Camo has to do... Camo can just get a mass Zergling. And Camo is an overlord here. Can see that there's no gas. So Camo has the choice of droning up or just continuing mass lanes. So Camo is just continuing to mass lanes. And this is probably just gonna do it. Unless there's an amazing drone drill, this is probably just gonna do it. And even if this doesn't finish, even if this isn't a kill, Nice Pants is gonna have to make more Sunkens after this. This is it. This is it. Amazingly done, Camo. Amazingly done, Camo. 6 drones and just not making any more. And just... the Zergling Flood did it. That is amazing. Camo completely deserves this victory. That is so well done. This was such a good game. This is such a good game. This is definitely our favorite game of the group. So we're gonna run to the bathroom. Does anybody want to tell us who advanced from Group I? Balance and Camo, both of them played amazingly. We are so happy that they both advanced. Both of them completely deserved that. They both played really well. So let's see what is left. Let's see what is left to cast. Let's see what is left to cast for group stages. So we just finished Group I. Group J has been cast. Group K has been cast. So let's just leave Group L. Group L plus our group. So we're going to start with Girthang versus Jackie Decker. Terran versus Protoss and Circuit Breakers. Let's go. Let's go. We are so close to having all the group stages casted. So we have Girthang as the blue Protoss in the bottom left, and Jackie Decker as the red Terran in the top left. So in this matchup, we would say that the most standard builds would be Protoss going 1 gateway expand, we believe, and Terran going for siege expand. That is what we're basing our standard off at this level. Right now we're just kind of staring at the mineral patches trying to see if they just copy pasted them. They did not. They did not. Look at this. This mineral patch is different right down there than this one. Yeah, they actually did different mineral patches there. That is a really, really hard thing to do as a map maker. This pylon looks like it should be fine. We think normally you'd want to put this one more to the left. We're watching whether it'll block gas mining. We don't believe it will, but that's always a risk. So this is a super early scout by Jackie Decker. Incredibly, incredibly early. We said the most standard scout timing? The most standard scout timing is after a barracks. So right here, this is Zealots can just walk through this. Depot on right, it's tight. Depot on left, we don't have a good rhyme for this. So Protoss going to go for greens as early as possible. It's very standard. Okay, no good rhymes from us. So balance, Jackie's making marine, super standard. Core, second pylon. So Jackie has left all 3 on gas. So that is a signal that Jackie is going to be going for true factory. And there's the first factory being plopped down. Dragoon range on the way. First Dragoon coming out. Super standard so far. Both of them have solid worker counts. And let's see if Jackie decides to make a second factory. Jackie making a second marine. So, yep. Girthang is going to go for early Nexus. This is a pretty standard Nexus timing. Jackie has not made a second factory yet, and not yet started a machine shop. So, there's a machine shop going down. Oh, there's a second factory. There's a second factory. We just completely missed that. So, Jackie is going for a super aggressive build. Whereas Girthang is going for super standard expansion build. So this is going to be on Girthang to defend this aggression. We're probably going to see Jackie go for his 3 siege tank push with Marines. And there's the first siege tank making. And siege mode is... Ooh! So Jackie's just gonna go directly into siege mode. Siege mode first is not something you ever see at the professional level. They always prefer mines, but at this level, siege first can be a great decision because having siege tanks puts your opponent in a position where they have to commit. But they just have to commit. Next is finished. We have two gate goon going over here, and taking into a robo. So the big question is this going to be a Reaver, or is this going to be into Observer? Or Observer, both of them will help hold the push. Ooh, this is Siege Tank Vulture. Siege Tank Vulture with one add-on. Jackie's just trying to produce as many units as possible. So let's see if we're expecting mines to start pretty soon. You're definitely expecting mines to start pretty soon. And that is almost certainly mines. Yep, there we go. So we'll see how much Jackie banks before Puma react. Okay, there we go. 2 tank, 3 vulture, 3 marines. Ooh, if the tank can be sniped, that'll be great. Snipe it, snipe it! There we go. This one's probably not going to go down. Oh no! Girthing gets it. Such a nice engagement by Girthing. Such a nice engagement by Girthing. Takes advantage of the fact that tanks do more DPS when they're unsieged. The marines are down. Girthing is in a dominating position right now. Girthing is just so far ahead. And Girthing is just going for a Reaver. We need both the Reaver and the Observatory. These vultures unfortunately do quarter damage to Dragoon body, so... It looks like Jackie is not being aggressive with this. He's just going to set up a nice defensive pose. So Girthing is such a great position. Got the earlier base up. He's massively ahead in workers. This is Girthing's game to lose. But at RSL level, anything can happen. So the Reaver is out. The shuttle is coming out. The shuttle is going to be out soon. Girthing is going in. Jackie is going to the 3rd factory. We don't see an eBay anywhere. There's no anti-air for Jackie right now. So Jackie's going to be such a great position. Girthing is going to be such a great position with his Reaver. There we go. Here's Jackie's push. So the Reaver could be used defensively, and the Reaver will just crush this. The Reaver will just crush this. 1 tank down, 2 left. A Dragoon could run out right over to the mines and do something. There's the Reaver. Let's see if it's used defensively or offensively. Tank Vulture continuing to be produced. Here we go. Here we go. And it looks like it's going to be used offensively. So while this is going on, the Dragoons are being chased across the map. 1 Dragoon goes down. Girthing only has 1 Dragoon back at home. So this could actually be pretty dangerous. There's no anti-air in sight. So... Oh! There's a second Reaver. No, okay, that's the Observer going across the map. Girthing did redirect the Reaver back for defense. Very, very good decision making. And it's gonna scout that there's no anti-air. Scout that there's no natural. Ooh, those... blue goo. Yeah, those tank pickups have been great. So the Reaver, there's no anti-air, so the Reaver gets to just decide exactly when to engage. Reaver's just gonna be dropped on here. It's just gonna pop those tanks. Ooh. Okay, so one out of 4 down. 2 out of 4 down. And that'll pop both of them. 4 out of 4 down. That is all of Jackie's tanks down. Wonderfully held by Girthing. Slow Zealot's not the best, but there's only 1 tank here. And Jackie is incredibly all in right now. Girthing has an observer over, sees everything that's coming, sees that there's no anti-air in sight. Every hit that this Reaver gets off is huge. The Reaver gets popped, but that's okay. Jackie's once again down to 1 tank. And Jackie's going to 4th factory. So right now Girthing is at 7 gates. But Jackie does have the larger army supply. Jackie is up 8 supply in army. Is there Zealot legs anywhere in sight? There's another Reaver coming. The shuttle is still very much so alive. These Dragoons are in great position to flank. The shuttle has 2 Dragoons in it. And just 2 Dragoons dropped on top of that would be amazing. Zealots would also be great in there. So Girthing can just drop on top of these 2 tanks and that'll do an amazing job. And it looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen. The two Dragoons are gonna be dropped on top of the tanks. And they're just gonna snipe at least one of the tanks. Ooh, unfortunately not. An extra tank came just in time. Jackie might be able to do this now. Jackie's actually closing in on Girthing. What does Girthing have making? Girthing has all these gateways, but we're supply blocked for so long. There we go. Dragoon's making for most of the gateways. Ooh. Okay, that is a lot of very dead vultures. That move might have cost Jackie the game. Jackie might have actually had the game if Jackie had just continued. But with all those vultures dead, the goons can just come in and wipe out these tanks. These cannons ended up being a great move. Actually, these cannons were an amazing move. Girthing was supply blocked and just decided to make cannons. And Girthing has done it. This tank is going to be caught out and dead. And the Reaver is finally going to be able to just drop over Jackie's base and wreck Jackie. This poor SCV is trapped. And that's another dead tank. Jackie's down to 1 tank again. And the Reaver's just gonna pop so many SCVs. So many SCVs. Jackie is down to 14 SCVs. And with this army dead, we just expect a GG from Jackie anytime now. Girthing handled this beautifully. Girthing handled this beautifully. That was a real crisis and Girthing managed to defend. So the Reaver can just go and snipe more of these precious few SCVs. What do you have building at home? Just mass Dragoons. Mass Dragoons are great here. Ooh, very, very nice drawing of target fire. And picks up the Reaver in time. That was a really, really nice Scarab. So Jackie is just about mined out. It's down. It's at half the supply of Girthing. And Girthing has done it. Girthing has done it. These are so many vultures. Jack can continue to macro out a ton of units. If we were Girth, and there we go, Girthing is now scouting to see if Jackie has a hidden base. Because if you're in this position, you know that you have a massive contain. You're just scouting for hidden base to see if they have anything interesting going on while taking a third. Jackie moving out to try and take a third. The Reaver is so red but still alive. And one mineral patch vanishes and lets that SCV out. There we go. This is Jackie's last army. 3 tanks left, 4 tanks. And that observer very smartly just scouting across the entire map. This is one of the things that we really see a lot in the players who are making it out of the group stages. At stage in the game, they'll just send an observer, a probe, or overlord, or zerglings or whatever, just across the map. Around the map, they'll check every single expansion. Down goes the Hero Reaver. And Girthing has closed out this game. Very, very well played. Excellent crisis management. Excellent crisis management at Girthing. So let's see, who else do we have in this? Who else do we have here? Let's go June versus Milan so we can see different players. Sneaking array to work on scheduling for our own match. Okay, so we have Milan as a red Zerg at 12. And we have Shaggy Kiwi as the yellow protest in the bottom right. And this is Sylphid again. This is Sylphid again. The most common map. The standard map. So the exact standard builds that we'd expect from both of these players. Ooh. Pylon in main. Shaggy is going for one base play. Let's see what excitement we have here. This overpull, super standard. Let's see. So the question is, are we going to have 1 gate zealot or 2 gate zealot? The answer is 2 gate. This is 2 gate zealot. So, oh, 2 gate zealot into an assimilator. Okay, now we're really curious which direction Shaggy's gonna take this. So we have drone there. We have a hatchery there. Super standard for Milan. Even sending out a drone scout, she's gonna scout this first with no problem whatsoever. It's actually a really nice scout. It's going to see everything, and Milan's going to know exactly what's coming. So, Shaggy Kiwi has these 2 gateways, but nothing producing in them. because Shaggy Kiwi has spent all of their money on tech. So it'll be really interesting to see what Shaggy Kiwi plans to make out of these. Milan's gonna have a ton of time to get up a sunken. Yep, and you can see Milan reacting to that with making 4 pairs of lings already. And going for a much earlier gas than normal. Okay, the core is finished. Are we going to see Dragoons? Are we going to see a Corsair? So right now, with Milan, in a little bit, you're going to be starting to wonder, where is it? Where are the zealots? Milan has even decided to take a hatch to a third base while all this is going on. That is awesome. We'll see if Shaggy Kiwi is able to do any damage to it. So the green range has started. There are 3 zealots all sitting back at home. This is a really, really defensive posture, trying to prevent Zergling's speedlings from going in. So there's a Dragoon making. And we do not see a Stargate. So Milan is making a sunken, so Milan's gonna have this very well defended. And Milan is sending a Zergling into scout. Because at this point, if you're Milan, you're going, what's going on? Where are the zealots? Why have I not been attacked? What is Protoss doing? And it's gonna see everything. It's gonna see the Dragoons popping out. It's gonna see that there's no. Didn't quite see that there's no Stargate, but close to it. Shaggy Kiwi. There is Shaggy Kiwi's army. The Sunken should be starting soon. Ooh, Milan is continuing to pump out drones. And the Sunken has started. The Sunken will be done in time. But that is 2 Dragoons and 4 Zealots. Okay, second Sunken, second Sunken. Second Sunken will not be in time. So let's see how long it takes for Shaggy Kiwi to attack. Because every instant, every frame that Shaggy Kiwi can buy is precious. There's the attack. One Dragoon goes down. More Zerglings popping. And it is held. It is held very cleanly. Even saves the Overlord. Milan is playing this incredibly well. So Shaggy Kiwi is continuing to pump out more Dragoons. They're going for 3-gate Goon now. Hello, Nibelheim. Is the 3rd Expo in the natural rather than the unclaimed main? No, the natural is way more defensible. Because you have this little choke. If you put it in the main, then you'd have that. If you put it in the main, then you can make Sunkens like here, and then Protoss could just walk around and attack you behind. Taking a natural is definitely better because you can build Sunkens in this choke to defend. Shaggy Kiwi does not know about this. Ooh, this is an excellent SimCity. Shaggy Kiwi does not know about the 3rd. Shaggy Kiwi could wreck the 3rd right now if Shaggy Kiwi knew about it. Against Terrans, you use lurkers to defend, so you can put them where creep isn't. But against Protoss, you need to defend where creep is with Sunkens. So you build at the natural. And Milan building an extra Sunken, that is wonderful. Yeah, so Shaggy Kiwi unfortunately does not know about this space. Otherwise, he would just run the army in there and just destroy it. And here we go, here's the attack. So Sunkens will do full damage to Dragoons. And there's only a few Zealots, so... The Dragoons are unfortunately not attacking the Sunkens, and... Luckily, Shaggy Kiwi is taking a natural behind this. But right now we are at 27 drones against 20 probes. Ooh. Today is not a good day to be a Dragoon. Today is not a good day to be a good Dragoon. And there's the Hydras. Oh, going straight into Lurkers. Going straight into Lurkers. That'll actually hold wonderfully. If it can finish. If it can finish. It would not... If Shaki Kiwi was targeting down the Hydra Den, then the Lurkers would not finish. So Dragoons against Zerg, Dragoons lose to everything except for Lurkers. Dragoons lose to Lings, Dragoons lose to Hydras, but early on, Dragoons can pressure like this. But we don't think the Dragoons can actually take out these Sunkens. Lurker aspect has finished. Oh, that is a ton of Lurkers. We want to see if these Lurkers just run across the map. Okay, so that is a Robo starting. And more probes are being produced for Shaki Kiwi. But Milan has just gotten away with his third for so long. The sauce of Obs yet? No, the Robo just finished. So let's see how Milan chooses to defend this. There's a cannon going down. There's the observatory. No Dragoons making it right now. Oh, no. So still no Sunkens at the third from Milan. Milan has been super greedy here and has completely gotten away with it. Dragoons take full damage from Sunken, so it is what, 5 Sunken hits to kill a Dragoon? Nice cannons. Citadel incoming. And still no Sunkens over here at the third. Shaki Kiwi could still just wander over there. Could just still send a few Dragoons over there and just destroy it. There we go. There's the first Sunken. Both of them even in worker count. Milan taking a fourth. Milan definitely in a great position. Seven hatcheries. Economy can't keep pace, try a hidden base. The line is the one with all the rhymes. So are there observers? The observatory has been done for a long time. There's the Templar Archives. A lot of cannons, no Corsairs. So one of the things that we've seen consistently in this tournament is that the people who advance are the people who are just scout. They get a contain, and then they don't just sit there. They send out a probe or a zealot or a ling, and just scout every single other base to see what their opponent has taken. That is such an important skill, and we'd say that that's one of the critical skills that is separating the people who are advancing versus not. Because imagine if Shaki Kiwi was in this position, only having prevented this base and this base. Shaki Kiwi is map control, complete map control, but has not done much with it. So Natural's going to be scouted. Milan's going to click on a mineral, see that there's been about 200 or 300 mined out, and it's going to know exactly how long it's been up for. Might even send the Overlord into the base. So there's Templars being made for Archons. Archons are great against Zerglings, not so great against Hydras. This is a lot of upgrades going at once for Protoss. Overlord here does get sniped. solid supply block. Oh, Shaggy Kiwi is taking a third behind this. So if Shaggy Kiwi can get away with can hold the third, Shaggy Kiwi will be in a great position. So see Shaggy Kiwi run back to these extra cannons to hold. Cannons plus the choke will do well. The Archon running in. Archon's not best against Hydras, but it'll still do a ton of damage and soak up a bunch of hits. And this is just too many Dragoons. This is gonna hold. Nothing in these Overlords. We were checking to see if there's a drop, but nothing in these Overlords. These Overlords might just die for nothing. One goes down. Oh, there's a counterattack. There is the attack. More Hydra snipe coming in from this direction. These Hydras aren't going to get anything done, but these might. These really might. Yep, those Hydras get nothing done. And these Hydras are going to head for the third. Zealot legs are done. Shaggy Kiwi started making Zealots. A lot of Zealots. 4 Zealots making right now. And with that third, Shaggy Kiwi is now even in economy. The probe roll was a really good move. And Shaggy Kiwi is keeping pace in supply. Even in worker count, even in supply. Seven workers at the main. Mass Hydra moving across the map. Let's see, how many storms Shaggy Kiwi have? One. One storm. Unfortunately, Shaggy Kiwi's been morphing too many Archons. It has a ton of... It has 3 cannons here. Where is Milan going to attack? Shaggy Kiwi is now up to 10 supply, making a 4th cannon. Now imagine this game only with Shaggy Kiwi having killed off this base early on. Shaggy Kiwi would be so far ahead. So this 1-1 is going to be done for Zerg soon. And right now we have Protoss plus 2 attack coming. These Overlords over here just chilling. Drop? Nope. Nope, just Overlords. Okay. So Shaggy Kiwi has managed to amass a huge amount of speed lots and has some extra storms now. And still has the Dragoons. The Dragoons from way earlier are going to be doing a lot. So this is really hard for Zerg to micro. If Zerg doesn't micro well, then the speed lots will just run over these Hydras. Incredibly hard to control for Zerg. Oh wow! Wow, that is tactically so good from Milan. Milan had these Hydras ready for a counterattack, and is going to get so many probes with him. Oh, but is running away to fight the army, but basically got all the probes. Very nicely done. Unfortunately, going to lose the army, but very powerful attack. Very powerful attack. And this is triggering Shaggy Kiwi to start making more probes, which is really good for Shaggy Kiwi. Oh, it looks like the probes are all rallied to the third. Shaggy Kiwi up 20 supply now. Lots of lurkers back here. So right now, this is when Hydra right now is incredibly difficult to control. Incredibly difficult to control. Like, you can see the storm's just wrecking them. That is completely normal. Ooh, that lurker gets 2 misses because it burrows behind the doodad. We're gonna put that up to a genius tactical play by Milan to save that lurker health. – 21 Hydras incoming. 21 Hydras making it once. So both players are getting close to mind out on their main. And Shaggy Kiwi is just taking the 4th. Shaggy Kiwi has not made any Corsairs at all this game. Oh, and trying to sneak a 5th. So right now, something like Guardians right here would be super, super, super powerful and difficult to deal with. So this 5th is just going to go down, but it looks like the 4th is going to go down, but the 5th is still well on its way to coming up. These lurkers are still there. There's one observer. There's one observer, and it's close to is at half health. Let's see who can sneak up more bases. Because right now Milan could totally look at taking a 5th. So this is fake high ground, so there is no mischance up there. One Hydras. Okay, so Protoss armor is starting now. Is going now. And 2-2 is going preserved. So in a couple minutes this is gonna be 2-1 against 2-2. 2-1 Protoss against 2-2 Zerg. Ooh, those storms are doing so much. It is so hard to control those against... It's so hard to control Hydras against storms. They just melt so quickly. And there we go, Milan is taking the 5th. Both of these players are really playing their heart out in this game. They're both really going for it. Yeah, they both keep expanding. They are both really going for it, and they're just playing they're both playing their heart out. Both of them are just super going for it. Yeah, Shaggy is doing way better than we expected at the opening. Shaggy has done an amazing job just expanding and expanding. Like, Shaggy is on solid 4 bases right now, and this base is going to be up for a long time. Milan going for 6 bases as well, so... So does Milan have a hive yet? No hive yet. That means no crack on the lings. Zerg melee attack has started. Let's see if that triggers the Queen's Nest building. There it is. There it is. Not being able to get 3/3 upgrades does trigger the Queen's Nest. Yep. Milan definitely missed an opportunity to look contain. Okay, scouts this. That is huge. Scouting this is huge. Ooh, lurker morph. Let's see how Shaggy reacts to this. Let's see if Shaggy does react to this. Shaggy is reacting to this. That is good. So researching drop tech would be really good right now, because in a moment, Shaggy's going to be down to just this mining base, and a lurker drop right about here would be super powerful, just wrecking the entire remaining supply of probes, because they're all going to be over there. as the other bases just dry up. Yeah, because this base is dried. This base is dried up. This base is just about dried up. As soon as this one dries up, all the probes are just gonna be here. Ob speed is great here. If you have the resources, absolutely worth researching. Just because just keep them alive. Ob sight range too, even just so you can detect the lurkers from further. So Milan doesn't have anything here. Milan's army is not that strong right now. Milan's gonna come in from every angle here, and let's see what Milan can do. Let's see if Milan can hold. Storming the drones. Storming. Ooh, very nice storms. Shaggy has such a massive army right here. Oh, this is so smart. This is so smart. Milan is just counterattacking. And the storms are doing so much. The probe pull. This counterattack could actually do it. If a few more hydras are pulled into here, that would be amazing. Cannon? There's the lurkers. There's the lurkers. The lurkers are just going for it. We need to see a burrow. We need to see a burrow. There we go. That is this base dead. So Shaggy is going to be at no mining bases really soon. Milan's remaining bases are incredibly vulnerable. Milan is at half the supply. But critically, every second more that Milan is allowed to continue mining at these bases is going to be huge. And Shaggy has spent their mineral very, very well. So Shaggy is just... this is going to be Shaggy's lost army. Unless Shaggy can sneak into their base. Every mineral mined here is huge. Every mineral mined here is huge. Every mineral mined here is huge. Oh! Shaggy's taking another base at the bottom. But the Zergling attack is just going to do it. No, there's enough Protoss here to defend. And the Lurkers are coming in. The Lurkers are going to come in and try and hit this base. This base is surviving because it hasn't been scouted. This base is surviving off the Lurkers. Milan is just trying to take the map now. Refugee Zerg. Oh, there's the observers. There's the observers. Dark Templar gets hit by the splash damage. Storm should be so good here, but there's none in sight. There's none in sight. And that was Shaggy's army. That was Shaggy's army. This game's a real nail biter right now. Oh no. Milan is down to 19 drones right now. Okay, how will this attack go? This attack... Ooh, massive Zergling flood. Massive Zergling flood. And storms are just about out. One more storm. 2 more storms. 3 more storms. All the storms. Where's the Dark Templar? We hear a Dark Templar. Oh wow, that Dark Templar just sniped so many lurkers. Yeah, Shaggy is doing such great damage here. That Dark Templar got so much work done. As soon as this space gets scouted... Oh wow, there's still lurkers defending here. This is defended. This is defended. And Shaggy's just continuing to macro. Shaggy's continuing to macro, whereas Milan is not building very much. And that lurker's just gonna... Those DTs are doing so much damage. This hatchery's down. No! No, the DT loses focus. Hatchery lives. Barely. All the drones here are dead. Milan is at 9 drones. Shaggy is at 60 probes. This has been such a good game. This has been such an exciting game. And Shaggy is taking a 5th. Milan has a couple hatcheries left, but just no drones. There's a DT somewhere. Okay. Wow, the DTs are just rolling over those lurkers. Okay, these invisible men are so OP. Shaggy's use of DTs is just, we believe, is just one shot, and it's just clutched out the rest of this game. We're consistent. We're amazed at how long this game's kept going for. Yep, this base goes down, and there's one more. There's one more hatchery. There's one more hatchery. Milan's at 35 supply. Would you cast this whole game with this visible? Oops. Somebody needs to yell at us for that, so... GG. Amazing game from both of these players. It would not surprise us if those are the 2 players who advanced in the group. It would not surprise us if those are the 2 players who advanced in the group. We're looking at what the other matchups are to vary them. Let's go with June versus Girthing for some PvP action. Oh, the replay timer. The replay timer. We saw that it was visible at the end. So here we have Girthing. It's a blue Protoss in the top. And we have Shaggy, Kiwi, as the yellow Protoss in the bottom right. And this is the first Protoss, this might be the first Protoss versus Protoss that we casted. At least in a long time. There's a good luck, have fun from Shaggy. So, Protoss versus Protoss, it's very common to stay in one base for a very long time. Protoss versus Protoss has some of the most hard counters in the matchup. 3-gate Goon is generally considered a hard counter to something like 2-gate Goon into Observer, which is considered a hard counter to Dark Templars, which is considered a hard counter to Dragoons. Ooh, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So it'll be interesting to see what both of them do. Very, very early scout for Shaggy. Gateway. Super standard. And we're expecting both of them to go Assimilator and then Core immediately after. There's the Assimilator for Girthing. And ooh, Shaggy is going for 2-gate Let's see if Shaggy goes for 2-gate Zealots or goes for a similar build to the last game. where there's a simulator. Yeah, this is a very similar build to last game, where Shaggy goes for 2 gateways, but the zealots are going to be able to, but it's not going to be able to build the zealot immediately because of going for that. Because of going for because of going for the early assimilator. So there's a zealot. Both players going for a zealot. Useful, very useful for defense. There's a nice 3 zealot timing push that is very good at this level. And it's really hard to defend if you don't make a first zealot and wait for the dragoon. So the zealot is going to pop in time to defend. Shaggy's zealot is going across the map, but it's not going to find any damage alone. And no more zealots being made out of these 2 gateways. Ooh, good thing it's even making a second zealot. At the pro level, you would not see this because the dragoon control against zealots is just so good. But going zealots is super easy for the person going zealots to micro. You can approximately just A-move them and do a lot of damage, and it really taxes your opponent's multitask. Dragoon range starting for Guthing. Guthing going for super solid builds in these games. And Dragoon range starting for Shaggy a little bit later, definitely in time. And Shaggy's going to start going for Dragoons. Now if Shaggy copies the build from last time, Shaggy's going to go for 3 gate goons. Ooh. Proxy shield battery. Shaggy is going to be super aggressive. This probe is still alive. Wow, that is just out of vision. That is just out of vision. Ooh, tries to take down the shield battery. Oh, attacks the shield battery rather than the zealots. There's a cannon! There's a cannon! Good thing it's going for a cannon. That is actually really good against this. That's really good against the shield battery. Triple shield battery. We really want to see how this works out for Shaggy Kiwi. 3 shield batteries, but Dragoon range is just about finished. When Dragoon range finishes, we'd expect the attack. Guthing is gonna use the cannon to defend. Every shot that the cannon gets off is really good for Guthing. And there's a 3rd cannon going down. Ooh, Shaggy Q is going for the zealots rather than trying to fight the dragoons. That cannon bought a lot of time. Oh no! Guthing just wasn't producing goons and just started them now. But Shaggy Kiwi does not know that. Pylon and base? What is that? So we're gonna have 3 against 2 really soon, both with range. This is a really interesting game. So we're concerned that even if a Reaver does manage to pop out, that the Reaver just will die immediately. And Shaggy Kiwi is doing continuous production right now. So it'll be briefly 3 against 3 with Shaggy Kiwi's damage. So this is gonna be Guthing's timing. As soon as these 2 goons pop, Guthing has a great timing right now to snipe some of them. And Guthing is using the timing well. And just like that, Guthing has reduced the dragoon count. But at a cost of a lot of probes. Reaver with that shuttle might as well scuttle. So now it's 3 against 2 again, and but the cannon is helping out this time. 4 against 1, 4 against 2. And Guthing has it, and Shaggy Kiwi has a Reaver on the way. So unfortunately the cannon's just not doing as much as they could have. And the cannon does not get sniped. And we think this is it. Shaggy Kiwi has done it. There's nothing in sight that can stop this. Shaggy Kiwi can just stand on top of the production and snipe them as they come out. And the Reaver is done. So that Reaver's just gonna come out. DT would be an instant win for either player right now. Kind of gateway going up, but this is gonna be, the Reaver is incoming. Looks like the Reaver is actually heading about around the back rather than up the front. Shaggy Kiwi even making proxy gateway. Shaggy Kiwi expanding behind it. Ahead in probe count. This is such an amazing position for Shaggy Kiwi. Very, very well done. So one thing we really want to track as RSL goes on is how far players from each group go in the tournament. How far do players from each group go in the tournament? Like which group gets players the furthest? We're just curious to see because right, just randomly assigning players at this level results in a lot of skill gaps. So, we have one more, and that is, no wait, Guthing, yeah, we did Guthing vs. Milan. We did Guthing vs. Jackie Decker, and we did the PvP. No, we did Milan vs. Jackie. No, we did not do Guthing vs. Milan. So we're gonna run to the bathroom, and everybody gets to vote on whether we do the PV. Let's do the PVT next. So we'll be right back, and then we'll be back with more games. So we bought some frozen croissants, and the instructions say to let them rise for 9 hours, and we're at 6 hours out of 9 hours, and we're getting super excited. In 3 hours we're going to be able to stick these in the oven, and then we can eat them, and that'll be so exciting. Delicious chocolatey gooiness in them. Oh, we should... There we go. We just updated the title. You're right. You're right. We should have had the Rookie Star League in the title. So here we have another TVP. We have Jackie Decker, the red Terran, in the bottom right, versus Shaggy Kiwi, the yellow Protoss, in the bottom left. So last time Jackie Decker went for a very aggressive one-base play. Jackie Decker went for 2 factory, 1 add-on tank Vulture with Siege first, and we were expecting the exact same build again. Shaggy Kiwi has done the exact identical build against Protoss and Zerg, which was 2 Gateway into Assimilator into Core. So we're expecting the same builds that both of these players have already played. Very, very nice pylon placement. This leaves space for the workers to mine right there. Very, very good pylon placement. And we have a supply depot coming out for Jackie Decker. Let's see what both these players do. What we saw last time, Jackie Decker's play would be very vulnerable to an early Zealot. But the build that Shaggy likes tends not to include a super early Zealot. So Shaggy is definitely scouting a lot later than the previous games. So yeah. Oh! Shaggy is actually going for the Assimilator before the second Gateway. This is great. This is great. This is gonna get everything much earlier for Shaggy than the previous builds. So I wonder if Shaggy played this game earlier or later than the others. And a cross-map scout. Okay, depot and right, it's tight. This is going to be beautiful for preventing Zealot attacks. We really like this wall. This is a really, really good wall. Depot and right, Terran's Delight. Depot and right, Terran's Delight sounds way better. So, there's a Zealot. So, right now you can see both of these players have definitely improved. Like, we're gonna say that this is the last match that both of them are playing, because you can see just how much better Jackie's wall is. Jackie's wall is so much better. Like, you can see just how much Jackie has improved from the previous game, and you can see how much better Shaggy's build is. This definitely looks like one of the last games in the match in the group, and just both players have really gotten their stuff down much better and improved, and that's one of the exciting things about this league. People new to the game. Just improving. So that is a Zealot Dragoon. Are we gonna see DTs? DTs. Shaggy Kiwi, remembering that they are our Protoss. Wow! Wow, no way. No way. Jackie didn't scout this. Jackie just... Jackie's just blind going for it. Look at this. Jackie's blind countering the build. Jackie's just blind countering the DT all in. Jackie's just blind countering DTs. That is so amazing. We scouted no expo? But it looked like the eBay started. It looked like eBay started before Jackie even found out what position Shaggy was in. Oh, this is so good by Jackie. Let's see how this holds. Zealots will 3-hit Marines. That Marine is having a great day with the mischance helping. That DT is gonna have a bad day. But at the same time, Shaggy is expanding behind this. And has built a second gate. So the DT will oh, so the turret was scouted. %1 chance he lives to the whole battle. So right now Jackie's going for a 2-fact. Jackie does have a scanner. We didn't see where that scanned, but Jackie's gonna have a really hard time moving out against DTs. Like, as soon as Jackie moved out too far, the DTs are just gonna wreak havoc. It's so hard to deal with this as Terran. And now the DTs might be able to just run into the base. Shaggy doesn't know that Shaggy can just run in, but the DTs are gonna do so much damage here. And it's really on Jackie to make something happen. It's just really, really hard to deal with DTs. Because DTs just really tax your opponent's multitasking. Very good scan, but it doesn't look like it's gonna kill. It does kill, just barely. So no expansion from Jackie. No energy on the scanner. Shaggy is macroing up wonderfully. Even a cannon to defend against Volta drops. Speed is starting. Mines are done. And Jackie is starting a command center. Yeah, you can really tell. You can really tell just how much both of these players have improved since their previous games. That is really, really awesome to see. It is really awesome to see just how much they have improved. In TVG, they get all the Zergs healing them up. All the girls healing them up. So this DT is going to do so much damage. It's so hard to deal with DTs at this point. The mines will defend against them, but it's really, really hard to push out. There's a DT drop. So it looks like the DTs are going to be able to just walk in and kill the turret. The DT should be able to just walk in and kill the turret. Or will they? They have the option to. We'll see what they choose to do. So Jackie taking a nice expansion. Okay, that shuttle... Is it... Okay, wait, do you actually see that on the minimap? We see red covering that. No reaction yet. It's really hard to keep track of it, macroing up everything while doing everything else. This might be the first time that Jackie is aware of this. And these invisible men will just... These SCVs are not having a good day. Oh no! That is a scan coming up before the... DT in your base, tears on your face. And that scan was early, so these DTs are going to get a huge amount of value. Jackie has 1 scan to work with. 2 scans to work with. So these DTs should get cleaned up. Maybe. Ooh. Okay, so Jackie has 1 scan to work with now. Those DTs are just getting a huge amount of value. That gets away. No scans left at the moment. That DT can just come in and start wrecking the tank. Or wrecking the SCVs. So Jackie's down to only 18 SCVs right now. Last scan. So behind this, so much those DTs got so much value done. And Shaggy's up a solid 17 supply. And Jackie is starting to move out right now. That is observer speed. That is observer speed. The observer speed's gonna get the observer directly out of turret range really fast. DT seeing that there's... Look at this. Look at this. Shaggy is watching for a third so well. Shaggy is keeping an eye on the third. Let's see how this push does. This is a 3 tank push. 2 tank push? 2 tank push. 6 tank push. 7 tank push. And unfortunately it looks like Shaggy's gonna be on the wrong side of the ramp. Wrong side of these 2 narrow ramps. Or 2 narrow bridges. Bridges is the name for these things. But that DT is going to get so much value done. It's so hard to defend against the DT. The scan goes down, but without turrets, another DTs will just walk in there one by one and burn all the scans. Oh, and there's no... The Zealots to get right on top of the tanks. Very, very nice defense by Shaggy. But, yeah, Jackie's play is impressing us so much after last game. Jackie is really, really improved. Okay, that's not a great position for those tanks. They're gonna get sniped. That shuttle is doing so much. The DT and the shuttle showing off why you need, turrets with this so badly. And there's a couple more DTs. Shaggy number 1 in the group? Yeah, it looks like Shaggy just won 3 in a row. And Shaggy taking a third behind this with cannons. So at this level we see people expand with cannons all the time. And that's defense against vultures so well. It is so easy to lose your probe line to vultures at this level. At any level, really, but especially at this level. So those mines are going to prevent DTs from getting across, but this could easily be a game where Shaggy just decides to take them out. Do we have any arbiters yet? Yes, we have arbiters. We have arbiters, and we have, we think this is recall? Or is this arbiter energy? We don't actually know the icons. This might be arbiter energy. It is energy, okay. Stasis is a crystal. Recall is like a thingy. So arbiters take longer than the Nexus to make. This is really, really common for protesters at this level to just, rather than trying to attack into Terran, just taking the entire map. And that's a super, super good strategy. And just let the Terran mine out in 2 bases. So here we go. Jackie's gonna do another move out. Jackie has, only 2 takes, unfortunately. Wow, that's a storm. Wow. Wow. That is amazing. Shuttle speed, too. That's a speed shuttle. 2, 5. They're just all chilling together. 75, 75, 75. Go, 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 go. So 9 kills in that. We didn't quite see the kill count, but it looks like the Archon is going to finish morphing, and we'll be able to see the kill count there. That is down to 18 SCVs. 11. So there's 20 SCVs killed. The Archon might be able to take out the tank. Oh yeah, the Archon's gonna get the tank. Pop goes to shuttle, but it doesn't matter. This has done so much damage. And the vultures here get cleaned up. Tiny army gets cleaned up, and we really like the storm drop. We really like the storm drop. Vultures are amazing against Archons. Jackie working on rebuilding SCVs, but the Templar is making friends with the SCVs right now. Okay, there we go. There's a recall already. Okay. This recall definitely has a chance to just end the game. There's nothing to... Yeah, this recall will probably end the game. Like, a mass... No? It says storm energy now. Yeah, we don't know why that turned around. Recall isn't researched? Okay. Okay, we see what happened. That was a misclick. That was a misclick on energy before recall. We did think that energy was pretty early. Ooh, that almost blew up the rest of the... Okay, that's gonna blow up the rest of the vultures. Okay, wow. These mind drags did surprisingly little damage. We were definitely expecting way more. And this is gonna... Yeah, this is gonna be really hard to deal with, just invisible units. Poke to anything is so hard to deal with at this level. Pro gamers make it look so easy, but it's really hard to deal with at this level. We're super impressed by how much both of these players have improved. They've done an amazing job. They have done an amazing job. Let's see if another storm goes off here. There we go. This recall is going to end the game. This recall just ends the game right now. GG. Well done, Shaggy Kiwi, advancing in first. 3-0. Very, very nicely done. And we have one more. We have one more from the group stages. We did Girthing versus Malong. No, we didn't do Girthing versus. Okay, so we did Girthing. We did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. So this is the last one. Recall in the main. Terran ends the game. Okay, so Girthing won this one. Girthing lost this one. Shaggy Kiwi won this. So Shaggy Kiwi won these three. And we had Girthing beat Jackie Decker. Let's see, so if Girthing wins this, then Girthing advances. Polyploid. So you have Milan as the green Zerg in the top right, and Girthing as the white Protoss in the bottom left. So this is a huge map. This is a macro map made for the modern meta. And it's really, really awesome. Fighting Spirit has 10 full bases plus a center. This has a solid 16 bases across the map. It just has way, way, way more expansions. And there's high ground and low ground everywhere. This map is, at the pro level, this map is leading to so many macro games. Is there a way to go to default zoom? Guess we can just randomly start hitting buttons until something happens. We do not actually know what? We're just kind of hitting random buttons to see what happens to the observer controls. No, it doesn't look like a default zoom anywhere. F6? F6 is it. F5 will turn it to these graphics. Wait, did we pause the game? Oops. Oops. One of those buttons must have been paused. P maybe? Yeah, P did it. So you have Protoss versus Zerg on this massive map. This map is great and has such potential for macro games. So you've seen Girthing win a game. We would not be surprised if Milan beat Jackie. So there's a good chance. We don't know the result for that. But if that is what happened, then this is a game for advancing. So this was an overpull. This was an overpull. And here we have Fort Expand. Very common. More passive than Gateway Expand, but much more common. It's easier to not die with a Gateway Expand. It's easier to not die with a Forge Expand because you have cannons defending. Scouts the overpull. Forge Nexus. Yep. Forge Nexus Cannon. Probe steals the mineral. That probe probably wants to stay alive to scout. So there's only 2 Zerglings coming. So 1 cannon should be sufficient. Once upon a time, it used to be common to always make 2, and then Zerg started cutting Zerglings, and now there's now it's most common to just see 1. So other than our games, our group, which we'll ask somebody else to cast, this is the very last game of group stages to be cast. So this is a super aggressive build by Milan. Typically Zergs will get 3 bases before 3 hatcheries before going for the lair. But Milan is just going for... This looks like it could be a 2-hatch meta play. So this could also be this replay was marked as round 2, so this could definitely be a rack. It's possible that Milan went and watched Girthing's previous replay and saw that the Stargate was never made, and in response to that, it's going to go for 2-hatch meta. This could definitely be a reaction to a lack of a Stargate. And there's a nice third. On this map, there's a variety of places you can take a third. You could put a third. Most common place would probably be here, or here. But taking it here will give you the main later. And Milan likes to. Milan. This is twice that Milan has chosen to take and the natural. So this, of course, very soon we'll find out how 2-hatch meta does against this play. So right about now, we believe it's about 400 health that you need to start banking larva. 300 or 400. Milan is continuing to make, so we'll trust Milan that they know what they're doing. And take 400. So here's a 2-hatch meta play. A bunch of Zerglings being made. That is antennic? No. Faster Overlord movement. Nubatized Carapace. Okay, so Girthing is going for Stargate this time. No, it wasn't Girthing's game. It wasn't Girthing's early. It was the other protest from the. Shaggy. It was Shaggy's protest that skip the Stargate. This 2-hatch meta is gonna be super. No, this isn't 2-hatch meta. That is just an early layer for early Scourge. Okay, no meta's being. This is a much less dangerous build to have to control. So this time is super early, and it's going to catch this first Corsair completely off guard. Completely off guard. Normally, you're allowed, with a normal 3 hatch before gas, you can kill 1 Overlord for free before it actually spawns, so catches us completely off guard, and manages to snipe the first Corsair. And there's not another Corsair being made, so no actual scout from Girthing. Milan starting a SimCity here. Probably be the one that is sunken soon. And here we go, Hydra speed incoming. Now let's see if Hydra +1 Hydra attack starts. Immediately starts. And these Scourge are gonna get a nice scout of everything. And you can see that there's no more Corsairs being made. Oh, there is another Corsair being made. Okay. That Corsair is going to have an interesting time. You think that the Scourge is supposed to be a little bit lower to catch it? Oh no, the Corsair is just cancelled. Very well done, Milan. Girthing is just diving for a really early third. Let's see if Milan manages to scout that. So this cannon is going to be able to hit this Scourge and push them away. Really, really early third by Girthing. We think Milan might have a timing where Milan can just hit this base. But we'll see. Pop. There's so many things to watch out for. It's so easy to just let one of those things... It's so easy to just lose one of them. And there we go. Is this the timing that can kill it? Those aren't enough. Those aren't enough Hydras, but those are enough Hydra lane. If the storms can be dodged. 1, 2, 3 storms. Very, very nice storm. And that is held. That is just completely held. Very well done, Girthing. Gets a third up. Milan can't contest this right now, so Milan is going to be taking a fourth. And there we go, there's a fourth for Milan. Protoss being even bases with Zerg is very, very good for Protoss. Now Protoss just needs to macro out of this behind this. There's a Protoss army moving across the map, with +1 finished. +2 on the way. +1 attack is finished. +2 not on the way. No Sunkens here. Lurkers, these Lurkers are gonna hold it. Unless they get stormed. But even if this doesn't break it, the damage done here is going to be huge. The damage done here is going to be huge. This is such a powerful... Ooh, this is pumped up. Storm? Storm, 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 storm. All 3 Lurkers pop. This might actually break. It looks like... It looks like it'll probably be held, but at what cost? This is going to be really, really expensive hold for Zerg, and there's going to be drones going down. Very, very nice counterattack for Girthing. Let's see how these burrow. The Templar is going to try and run into the main and storm the drones. That would be amazing if that's what those are doing. That would be so amazing if those are actually what's happening. Let's see if they can pull it off. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. Wow! Wow, 12 and 9. That was 21 kills between those two. That was 21 kills between those 2 Templars. That is such a good move by Milan. That's a good move by Girthing. Such a good move. That just massacred half the drones. We are 43 probes versus 17 drones. This is such a good position for Girthing. And Girthing is being super smart about this. Girthing is just taking a fourth behind this. Girthing doesn't need to end the game. Girthing just needs to expand more. Take more bases. Girthing could definitely use a lot more gateways right now. And Polyploid is such a huge map that it's really, this map much more than others is really hard to be watching every expansion. See, you can see that Leggings and Overlords are positioned nicely, but they're watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the untaken bases. But that still leaves one. Oh wow, that actually leaves only 2 bases that yeah, there's only 2 bases that Milan isn't watching. This is very, very nice that Milan is watching all those bases. One of the most important skills is just make sure that you know about all your opponent's bases. 11 kills. 11 kills. Milan macroing up really, really well. Milan is just droning up so hard. Milan was at 14 drones at one point, and it's going to be at 40 in just a second. And it's continuing to push to 42. Let's see if Girthing can hit the timing, or if Milan can actually get away with this. Girthing has 3 on gas here. Very, very, very nice. Gateway's continuing to come up. So many gateways everywhere. All rallied down properly. Girthing might even max up to 200 here. So that's 2-0 versus 2-1. So let's see how Milan plans to hold this. The Observer is out. There's a bunch of Sunkens, but there's not that much in the way of army to hold this. But Milan has scouted it, and we'd expect just mass Hydras to be coming out of everywhere. Milan was took some incredibly ambitious drone rounds and managed to get up to 48 drones, and now just needs enough army to hold this. It's going to be really difficult with the supply blocks. No Overlords in sight to just snipe the Observers. Sniping the Observers. Oh, there it is. There it is. Sniping these 2. These 2 Observers are the most important units in the game right now. Very, very nice snipe of the Templars. Yep. So Milan drones so hard. That Milan just has nothing to hold this with. And Girthing is just gonna waltz in here and take the game. So that is gonna be Girthing and Shaggy Kiwi advancing. So very, very well done to both of those. And with this, we have casted every single game, other than our group. Every single game from the group stages has been cast. And there you go. GG. So, yeah. Milan was definitely out macroed in both of those games. So at this point, we're going to start looking at what has already been cast, and for the round of 24, and see if we can just dive into some of those games. Let's see, Rookie Star League discard. So let's see. Imp's game has Imp versus Slayer recasted. Pancake Princess cast. Snaky Pouts versus Pork Raven. Balance versus Girthing. And then A-Bug versus Berry Go Round. Thank you for the follow-up, Sidestorm. You very, very much appreciated. So we're gonna go into the we need to grab these replays. Replay upload. So see, we have ConTroll, Saieden. We have NCX versus Attila. Ooh, there's a ZVZ. ZVZ best of would be amazing. Balance versus Girthing was casted. Pork Raven was not. Pork Raven was casted. ConTroll versus Top Rookie. And then what is Attila's race? Ash Attila. Ooh, a TVT. And ConTroll versus Top Rookie is... That's ZVT, isn't it? It's ZVP. And then the last one is Camo versus Shaggy Kiwi. Which is Shaggy Kiwi was a Protoss, we believe. Yeah, Shaggy was a Protoss. Oh, Shaggy Kiwi is no longer in the Discord, but that's another ZVP. So we are completely biased, and because we're a Terran, we're much less interested in ZVPs, so we're not going to cast either of the ZVPs. We're going to jump into the ZVZ, and then maybe into the TVT if we're still up for it. So ConTroll versus Saieden. ZVZ is exciting as all hell. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to grab the TVTs while we're at it. We really appreciate that both of these players uploaded 5 replays, even if some of them are duplicates. We really appreciate that they uploaded them just to hide what the length of the series is. Let's see, this is Yep, so with that, let's go into the ZVT. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, ZVZ is a super high-paced, exciting match, which is why we like it so much. TVT we like because we're Terran. So, here we have Saieden, the red Zerg, spawning at the top, and ConTroll, the pink Zerg, spawning on the left, both on Sylphid. So you can see that Saieden is sending this towards ConTroll's natural, and ConTroll is... Is ConTroll just... Which direction is ConTroll sending this? It looks like ConTroll might actually just be trying to send the Overlord to where it doesn't see anything. Just to avoid... Might be sending intentionally just to dodge the other Overlord. So we are expecting that this will probably be the last series that we cast tonight. We definitely want to cast more, but we definitely want to cast at least the TVT from the round of 24. But then once we get into the round of 16, we're gonna make sure that other people don't want to cast that much, because we don't want to take. We want other people to be able to cast if they want to. So this is a 9-12 gas, 9-12 speed from ConTroll looks like, and over here we have the timing looks like 12. We should. Yeah, we were not paying as much attention as we should, but now the big question is a 12 pull into another 12 pull into in-base hatch? That is exciting. That is exciting. So ConTroll. ConTroll is gonna we're gonna see whether ConTroll opts for speed or lair first. You'd be surprised. There's going to be some DTs from another matchup sneaking into this game and just massacring all the drones on both sides. So we have an in-base sunken. So, ooh, ConTroll went for Zerg. Okay, so Saieden scouts this perfectly. The sunken was a reaction to Zergling speed and a later lair. ConTroll still does not know what Saieden is doing. So ConTroll is aiming for a power spike exactly when Zergling speed finishes. And Saieden scouts this and is intentionally playing for Zergling speed first. As a reaction. Just mass Zergling so far, so the interesting question is, at what point does ConTroll start mining gas again? Because right now Saieden has a lair going and ConTroll doesn't. So ConTroll is taking the aggressive stance right now and is going to have to make something happen. Also very nice mining the exact right amount of gas for ConTroll. Super important in this matchup. Excellent catch. Right as Zergling speed. This is the timing. This is ConTroll's timing. Let's see what ConTroll can get done. ConTroll's still not mining gas, so ConTroll's gonna have a hard time catching up. This attack doesn't do very much. And it looks like link speed is done for both of them. So a very nice reaction from Saieden going for link speed. That sunken is doing a lot. And Saieden has held this. Saiden's held this no problem whatsoever. And has a lair already finished. Spire should be plopping down in just a second. And ConTroll has nothing in sight. ConTroll is... Looks like ConTroll is trying to do a Zergling all in. There's the Evo chamber. Okay, so ConTroll does have a plan to get out of this. And there's still no Spire going, so... There's still no Spire going, so... The Spores are gonna have all the time in the world to get out. ConTroll's even going for third hatch. So you wonder if ConTroll is going to be going to Hydra out of this. Spores into Hydra. Ooh, that is a lot of Zerglings still alive. Oh, look at that drill. Look at that drill. Look at that drill. Wow. Wow. That placement is so good. I set up a drill to the gas so amazingly. Amazing building placement by Saieden. That was so good. Ooh, Saieden misclicks and it accidentally attacks the Spire for a little bit. And there you go. ConTroll has done it. ConTroll gets into the round of 24 off of a Zergling all in. Off of just like mass Zergling pressure and continues it. Very, very nicely done. Now we have Overwatch. So ConTroll, the pink Zerg in the top left, and Saieden, the teal Zerg in the bottom right. Overwatch is a nice two-player map. One of the big features is that you can go. There's a nice rush path directly from here, straight through this tiny center that Zerglings can fit through. Zerglings and Hydras can fit through there. So that gives it a very short rush distance for two-player maps. F6 is it. So here, we wouldn't be surprised if Saieden is playing something super aggressive. Always a good reason to pick a two-player map if you're planning on being super aggressive. Wait. ConTroll went for a 5-pool? No way. No way. What? What are we watching? What are we watching? We think ConTroll just did it. ConTroll has the build order win right now. ConTroll has a build order win. 6-pool, 7-pool, 8-pool, even 9-pool. 9-pool will hold this. But... pool this late? Drones are still being made. Saieden has not made a pool yet. Saieden is just dead. Unless Saieden pulls off a miracle hold, Saieden is just dead right now. Wow, what a risky build. What a risky build. Let's see if ConTroll extractor tricks a fourth pair of lings out. Doesn't look like it. There'll be a little bit later, but that's fine. I wonder if we can see where the rally point is set. Is there a rally point? There it is. There's a rally point. It is rallied across the base. That is good. ConTroll is doing everything right. Okay. The lings are going to be out soon. Oh, ConTroll can actually pick these out as they pop. If ConTroll picks the lings out up as they pop. Oh, there's even a sunken thrown in with this. And more Zerglings coming. Wow, this Sunken is gonna finish. This Sunken is gonna finish. Saieden is not attacking this. This is such a good all-in from ConTroll. Oh no! We misspoke. Saiden's... Wow. Wow. Wow, Saieden gets a sunk up just in time. Very, very nice hold from Saieden. We miswatched that. We thought that we missed that. We thought that the sunken colony for Saieden was going to finish second. Very, very nice hold. Very, very, very nice hold. So here you have ConTroll as the pink Zerg in the top left, and Saieden as a blue Zerg in the top right. 1-1. Right, we have an overlay for this. We need to make use of this. We have, let's see. Very good reaction for us not using the overlay. Oh, we see what we did for colors. Thank you for the follow, Comtalk. Very much appreciated. How is your day going? We hope it's going amazingly. How is everybody's day? We hope that they're all going amazingly. Okay, we're playing with colors. We'll take that. There's 1-1 in the best of 5. And ConTroll has gone for early gas into early gas. Only mining 2 off it, so this is an interesting build from ConTroll. ConTroll definitely went for gas before pool. So let's see how ConTroll plans to follow this up. Meanwhile, over here we have a 12 hatch from Saieden. A very good idea on a 4-player map. We believe this is Fighting Spirit? Yeah, this is Fighting Spirit. So rotational symmetry means that you want to scout this way, which is... it's either clockwise or counterclockwise. We believe it's counterclockwise, so the Overlord runs over the natural first. So Saieden scouts exactly what's going on. Scouts that there's a lair. Zergling speed in a lair going. Does not know exactly how early the gas is, but sees that. And is going to counter with a lair before speed. So ConTroll continuing to play incredibly aggressively. That last game was the first time we've ever seen a 5-full in ZVZ. ConTroll is going to be plopping down a Spire as soon as that finishes. The Jordan's in position. Instant Spire. Trying to get the meters out as soon as possible. That is the advantage. ConTroll has Zergling speed. Saieden has 12 hatch, so it's way more Zerglings. We don't think that ConTroll is going to be able to hold this hatchery. rather, ConTroll is going to have to micro amazingly to hold the hatchery. This is definitely an advantage for Saieden to take this. 12 lings versus 6 lings. And that's going to be cancelled in a second. Very good cancel. Saves some 225 minerals. So ConTroll has to go for the Sunken. The Spire is 300 health behind. ConTroll's gonna... Saieden has ling speed. This is Saiden's timing right here, just before the Spire finishes. Does the Sunken protect the Spire from up there? Saieden might actually be able to get in and hit the Spire from above. Either that or it's just in range. And Saieden just has to continue to pump lings. There's gonna be meters in the way soon. Saieden just has to absolutely pump lings as fast as possible and try and dive. Losing those lings is a bit unfortunate. 3 meters on their way. Oh, Saieden is actually going for spores. Are they going to finish in time? Yes. Yes, that looks like it is going to finish in time. So Saieden is not going for more aggression here. But the one spore is going to finish in time. And Saieden has mutas on their way. And mutas are on the... And mutas should be on the way for Saieden any second now. Oh no! That spore catches a muta. Oh no! ConTroll. This is really bad for ConTroll. These mutas were ConTroll's entire advantage. Oh, okay, we see what happened. ConTroll was distracted. ConTroll was distracted by the Zergling attack. Beautifully timed attack by Saieden. Exactly Saiden's timing for this. And there we go. All the larvae is going to mutas, and that just pops everything. And ConTroll is so distracted at home that ConTroll just loses 2 mutas to the spore. Amazingly played Saieden. Amazingly played Saieden. 2-1 for Saieden. What? 2-1 Saieden. Match point. If Saieden wins this game, Saieden will be advancing to the round of 16. And this could be the very last match of our cast tonight. So here you have ConTroll as the pink Zerg, peach, pink, pink Zerg in the top. And we have Saieden as the orange Zerg in the bottom left. After this, we need to go and just study the color options for Brood War, so we can know what's available. So no 5 pull this time. Both of them droning up as expected. Oh, look at this. Saieden is walking the larva to the left. So if you highlight a larva and an overlord and hit stop, it'll just walk all the way to the left. So that's a positional imbalance. The drones morph closer to the minerals, they get to mine a little bit faster. So it's overlord, no pull yet for either player. So we're expecting a 12 hatch. Or 12 pull from both players. No, ConTroll. Saieden is going for an early gas. And that's against an overpull. This amazing counter by Saieden. This is, from our limited understanding of ZVZ, this is basically a perfect build counter by Saieden. Saieden is going to get lings up just in time to defend, and is going to have the gas advantage. Yeah, look at that. Saieden gets to defend perfectly and gets a nice gas advantage. So he's gonna get earlier link speed and earlier there. Meanwhile, ConTroll is going for an overpull into hatch. So Saiden's gonna have a massive timing to be an aggressor. Beautiful, beautiful build counter by Saieden. Definite advantage, Saieden. And we'll see if Saiden's control is able to pull this off. The game that ConTroll did win, ConTroll was basically Zergling all-inning as a desperate all-in. So Saieden has been looking really, really strong these games. So, oh, Saieden doesn't have enough larva saved. Saiden's going for static D. Saiden's just going to go for a sunken here. And that is going to hold it wonderfully. ConTroll right now with the Zergling advantage, and this is ConTroll's timing to be aggressive, and ConTroll just isn't being aggressive. So you have the reverse scenario last game. This is ZVZ best ofs are really exciting because you get to see both of the players really try a variety of builds, and you get to see how well they do in various scenarios. Because there's so few builds in ZVZ, but they're all so subtly different. So that's a 12 hatch in base. And this Zergling's gonna get in and see everything. It's not gonna get a drone, but it's gonna get in and see everything. Which is a really good scout. Does not know what any of the timings are. But that's a nice spire. And Saieden has really good building placement. These drones can drill to there to defend the sunken so well. But there's more drones coming. There's only 3 Zerglings here. There's only 3 Zerglings here against some mass lings for ConTroll. This is ConTroll's timing to take the game. We have a lair. We have a lair at home for ConTroll. Okay, those lings are doing a good job protecting the sunken. Drone drill? Drone drill? Oh, unfortunately the second sunken is misplaced. The second sunken blocks the drone drill. And so many drones going down. And the sunken's gonna go down too. ConTroll has done it. ConTroll has just done it. So the pattern of these games is that so we don't think in any of these games that Mutas has come into play. Every game has been won by Zerglings. And now we're in game 5 in a best of 5. Now we are in game 5. Winner take all. We are really happy that we chose this series to cast. ZVZs are super exciting. We have match point. We have match point. ConTroll with pink again, with peach again in the bottom left, and here we have Saieden going for all the colors of the rainbow with blue in the top right. So one of the defining features, match point is a 2-player map, very small, few bases. So the path, there's 2 paths here. One path is this way, the other path is up here. The other path is this way. We don't think that this long path around is going to be used. Most likely the direct path is straight through here, and into the natural. And this is a path that we expect to be used by Zerglings and ZVZ. A sneak attack could come around this way, or maybe this way. We don't expect that to happen. So you can see that ConTroll has pointed their overlord towards Saiden's main, whereas Saieden has pointed the overlord towards the natural. Okay. So ConTroll is returning to ConTroll's 10 hatch build. And we're going to get to see where the Saieden goes for 12 hatch or 12 pool. 12 hatch is very risky on a 2-player map, so 12 full. We'd say that this is a build order advantage to ConTroll. Definite build order advantage to ConTroll because ConTroll's lings are going to be out in time to defend. So the mistake that Saieden made last time was making more drones. After the pull, you just keep making Zerglings, and that will and that way you'll keep pace. This is basically every game has been decided by Zergling attacks. Spires have not really come into play this entire series, and we'd expect it to continue that way. So basically identical gas timings. Saieden has a later hatch, so definite advantage to ConTroll. They have the same number of drones, only Saiden's gonna have the earlier hatch, and they're gonna have basically identical link speed timings. And there we have link speed started from Saieden. Link speed from ConTroll any second now. And ConTroll has taken them off gas. This is actually really smart by ConTroll. No game has actually gone into mutas, so by just powering wings, you can get an advantage. And ConTroll will have the Zergling advantage because ConTroll had the extra larva ups earlier. Virtually identical speed timing. And ConTroll sees that there's a layer on the way. Has no idea how long ago it started, and Saieden sees all the Zerglings coming. Saiden's even going to make a sunken at the natural. Is the sunken going to be up in time? We will see. This is it. This is it. One Zergling battle to move on to the round of 16. Who will take it? Who will take it? Very nice hold by Saieden. Very nice hold. Sunken comes up just in time. Ooh, okay. No, that's not enough lings to kill it, is it? Definitely not with the lings attacking, with the lings helping. And here you have Saieden just going for a Zergling all in. Or ConTroll going for a Zergling all in. Saiden's making a drone. Saiden's making drones. That was how Saieden lost the last game. By making too many drones. ConTroll is going to have so many more lings because of the drones. And the sunken is almost dead. Sunken is almost dead. The Spire has just started. ConTroll has a huge timing to do this. This is probably going to be ConTroll just breaking it. Yeah. Too many drones from Saieden. ConTroll has broken this. GG. ConTroll takes it. ConTroll takes it. Of Saieden making too many drones. Very, very well played. Very, very well played, ConTroll. This was a really, really close series. We're super happy that we got to cast it. We are very happy that we got to cast it. And with that, that is the end of our cast for tonight. That is the end of our cast for tonight. We're going to find someone to send all of you over to. And we're going to find someone to send all of you over to for the night. Let's see who's on. If anybody has any requests for who to send everybody over to, we will take them. We're looking at who else is playing StarCraft, and